Alright guys, so today we are going to be showcasing up the hardest hitting unit in UCNG history. So this unit, I foresee it is going to hold the title for the strongest, hardest hitting units for quite a while because of what this unit is pretty much capable of doing. Essentially, this unit does a barrage of EXQ damage. So you have one instance of just dealing damage to an enemy, the closest enemy, and to one of the highest HP enemies. So if there's only one enemy, well, one of them is gonna catch everything. And this one actually increased overall damage by 60%. So this one is meaning everything is gonna get capped out. So EXK damage is gonna get another instance, and that is nice. But the only catch is EXQ gauge recovery does get reduced by 50%. So you are gonna get balanced out with this right here. So overall, you have a negative 2% EXQ gauge recovery. So it's gonna be a little bit slower. That's why when we are building out the unit, we are just gonna be using the EXQ gauge recovery up by 10%. So 10, 20, 30, or 29, and then I'll just slap on an extra EXQ damage increase. So this one is gonna give this unit like the best performance that there is. If you do have this unit at a higher EXQ level, like potential unleash, that means your EXQ could actually scales up even higher. I don't have it. I only have one copy of it, so that should kind of do for us right here. I would definitely say, sure, it is definitely going to be the biggest contributor as well because of the amount of EXQ damage you can also get during PvE content, up to 222%. So that is where this unit just becomes like a literal hitting truck. The other unit that we are bringing are just going to be supplementary in a way. We're still going to be bringing in the Quibbly, still going to be hitting pretty hard. We have the Gundam Unit 5 BTS. This one is simply just going to be offering some EXQ or just skill damage overall increase, so that should help us out. And we are just going to be bringing in the narrative, or sorry, the Phoenix NTD just for some healing, and our good pal New Gundam. So let's actually hop in and we'll kind of showcase how strong this unit is. Alright, so it is going to be a ground map against the double Zeta with the Hyper Giga Cannon. What sucks about this unit actually is the fact that charging up, or I should say racking up the EXQ does takes an enormous amount of time, like getting to the point where this unit hits like a truck with the EXQ. It actually takes a minute, so we gotta be patient and give it the time it needs. And I want to say we should be able to solo it within like a good 3 minutes time, gamer time. I think that's pretty much how long it's gonna take. So Elmet does actually have a ground map disadvantage, so it doesn't actually do much in here. But I mean, it should still be doing decent, I guess, right? So let's see, because like the overall rate for this week isn't really centered around Red Gundam. It is actually Dresden, where it's like another unit that actually deals a lot of like it actually increases a lot of damage for the overall allies. But it is just unfortunate that the wreck them actually does take over. So we'll just skip this afterward because we have pretty much seen everyone's damage already, or the animation. But 8 billion or 8 million with ranking them is kind of crazy. All right, that's kind of nuts. Oh, 5.6. Okay, you go, man, you go. Gonna skip this one, and then I'm just gonna see another instance of Reckoning EXQ. I just want to see what it actually does. So yeah, this one does have the 6 bits. So this one is the one that Shar's actually piloted. When but by the time Suji actually gets it, well, he gets the one that only has 2 bits. Or does he even have any bits? I think he does. It's only 2 though, right? Yeah. So we saw 13. So 13 is kind of like where this unit kind of hovers around, where it does a few instances of those. So you guys can already see the EXQs are just popping off. Like, what the heck, man? Like, look at this unit. So imagine this. Every time we pop EXQs is 3 separate instances of 13 billion or 13 million. So we are already doing that. Like, look at that. Look at this unit. What the heck, man? It's like how, right? Like what's going on? Like we're doing roughly about this actually could climb up to somewhere around 50 million damage per second because of how fast the EX could actually hits. But I would say this specific event actually does cater this unit a lot because you guys can see this unit actually gets targeted a lot. So overall, we are getting just beam focused, so that's why we can just pop EXQ every single second. But overall, like this unit is crazy, man. I was not expecting us to get a unit that great. So already 7 billion by itself, and LMAP is actually contributing quite a lot, despite the fact that we are type disadvantage. And I don't even know if I have any what you gonna call it, enhancement. Oh yeah, the thing is, I don't have any enhancement for the Red Gundam because there's virtually nothing else I want to increase. There's no way to really focus on increasing EXQ gauge recovery when we are already hitting this hard. So it really doesn't make sense, right? But yeah, 53 now, and we are at 11 or 12 billion. Even though everyone does die, it doesn't matter. This unit is still going to continue. This unit does not die at this point in time. It is just going to keep going and going until the enemies is defeated. So 54 billion or million damage per second. What the heck is this unit, man? Like what is this unit? I'm gonna go into up next Total War. Total War is the only place where I couldn't really get this unit to like display its true color. Total War has a Psycho Gundam that only takes EX skill damage, where this unit would have been perfect, but now they made two Psycho Gundam. So yeah, I don't really know how I'm gonna beat it, but I would just kind of showcase how nasty that event is. But that's the damage chart of it. Pretty nuts when we look at it. So let's hop out of here. Alright, so we have the Psycho Gundam here from the Total War, and essentially I'm just bringing in units that can actually do a lot of high EXQ. These two right here, the narrative B2 packs, and then the Unicorn with the Hyper Mega Launcher. Those two are the previous unit that can do a lot of EXQ, but now we have this guy right here. So gonna see if we can actually do a lot now. Let's see. So for every unit in here, we don't have any, let's say, any enhancement to the EXQ gauge recovery. It is simply just using the EXQ, increased EXQ damage from the other two units, while Red Gundam, it is still using the increasing the EXQ gauge recovery. So you guys can see Red Gundam so far are doing pretty well. And then the Unicorn and Narrative, they're doing about alright, given what they are, because they don't naturally do a lot of damage by themselves with even the EXQ. So I do have to kind of amp them up with the EXQ gauge increase in a way. So far in this event, because the enemy isn't really hitting us back that much, so we are really doing a lot of damage overall. And Red Gundam isn't really recovering like really fast, but you guys can definitely see the damage is quite apparent. It's definitely pretty good. Yeah, for this event, no damage works except for EXQ damage, so there's really no way of actually debuffing it, and I'm gonna lose at this one time because this unit does have a lot of HP, so we're not gonna make it. I know, but I just want to show you guys how this kind of looks like. Yeah, almost 3 million damage per second from the EXQ. Pretty good stuff. But there you guys go. So this one, in just regular general content, this unit just exceed anything else. It hits like a truck, but the only thing that is not going to be applicable is to every single event out there, because this unit, as far as like their the respective unit tags, it's just not going to fit into anything. It's not going to fit into every single color. So event that wants you to use specifically, let's say green element, purple element, yellow element, this unit cannot be in there because this unit cannot fulfill. So there are certainly some limitation as far as like where you can take this unit into, or if you can fulfill every single requirement that you can. But overall, if you need like a solid damage dealer, this unit then can definitely it definitely got your back. That's pretty much it. But other than that, that's gonna be pretty much it, and I will be catching you guys all on the next one.